Hello everyone. In this lecture we will cover a topic, a study on Laplace transform, which is the topic of Laplace transformation, in which we will cover the concept, the definition of Laplace transform, and some relevant properties and application of Laplace transform in differential equation. So here I am going to start with introduction. The Laplace transform was named after the great French mathematician. The method of Laplace transform has become an important part for engineering and scientists because this method reduces the problem of solving a differential equation with given boundary conditions to simplify an algebraic problem. So, the method of Laplace transform is a system that relies on algebra to solve linear differential equation. While it might seem to be a somewhat, it is very powerful tool that enable us to readily deal with linear differential equation with discontinuing forcing function. So here if ft, suppose ft be a function of t, then the integral minus infinity to infinity kst ft dt is defined as the integral transform of the function ft. Okay, so which provided the integral is convergent, where kst is called the kernel of transformation. So kernel of a transformation is a function of two variables s and t, where s is a parameter independent of t. So this kernel skst can be defined in several ways. Okay, and then integral gives different type of transforms associated with kernel st. So what is Laplace transform? Let ft be a function of t defined for all t is greater than equal to 0. Okay, then this ft, Laplace transform of ft, denoted by fs, so which is equal to 0 to infinity e to the power minus st ft dt. So it's mean if in integral transform in place of case t equal to e to the power minus st, means kernel is equal to e to the power minus st, then this integral transform is known as Laplace transform. So this Laplace transform is very powerful tool that enable us to readily deal with linear differential equation with discontinuous forcing function. Now our definition can be formulated in the form: let ft be defined for t is greater than equal to 0, then the Laplace transform of ft denoted by fs or Laplace of ft is an integral transform which is given by the Laplace integral. So what is the formula of Laplace integral here? The Laplace of ft is equal to fs, we already discussed. So this here, this Laplace ft is the notation of Laplace transform and this fs is the result. So clearly here input will be the function of t and output will be the function of s. This is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st ft dt. So this is basic formula of Laplace transform of ft. So here this integral is exists provided that this integral exists. Okay. Now it is clear that the Laplace transform is an operation that transform a function of t. Sometime we say that a function of time domain in engineering. Okay. So this function ft is defined on the interval 0 to infinite clearly to a function of x. Here the s is known as the frequency domain. So it is simply that this fs is the Laplace transform of ft. So here ft and fs are called a Laplace transform pair. So remember that for a function ft, for function of t which is continuous on 0 to infinite, the above transform to the frequency domain is 1 to 1. What it's mean? The different continuous function will have different transform. Okay. Now it is also clear that the kernel of Laplace transform is e to the power minus st. Okay. So now it is better to understand piecewise continuous function. A function ft is called piecewise continuous if it has finite many discontinuities on any interval ab. Okay, and one other property is that both one-sided limit exist at t approach each of those discontinuity from within the interval. So it is relevant to know that this theorem. The theorem is that suppose that f is piecewise continuous on the interval, then mod of ft is less than equal to k e की power at when t is greater than equal to m for any real constant a and some positive constant k and m. Its mean कि f is of exponential order. Its rate of growth is no faster than that of exponential function. Then if this condition satisfy, condition 1 and 2 satisfy, then the Laplace transform fs is equal to Laplace of ft exist. So this theorem give a sufficient condition for the existence of Laplace transform. Now here some basic properties or basic formulas of Laplace transform. Laplace 0 is equal to 0. Laplace of ft plus minus gt is equal to Laplace of ft plus minus Laplace of gt. Remember that this is also called the linear property. Okay, so this formula is known as linear property. Laplace of cft is equal to cft. Okay, this is also a part of linear property. So property second and third together means that the Laplace transform is linear. Here the formula of property of derivatives, that Laplace of minus tft is equal to f dash s, or clearly if you have to calculate the Laplace of t square, then this is equal to, by using this property, this is equal to minus of Laplace of t dash. Okay, t dash means the derivative with respect to s. So minus dy ds of 1 upon s square is equal to minus 2 upon s cube, and minus minus sign will become this function as a 2 upon s cube. So in general the derivative of Laplace transform satisfy the property Laplace of t की power n ft is equal to fns, or equivalently Laplace t n ft is equal to minus 1 की power n fns. Now I am going to start to find some basic Laplace formula. So let if ft equal to 1, and we have to find is Laplace transform. So in already we discussed that Laplace of ft is equal to 0 to infinite e to the power minus st ft dt, and already here ft is equal to 1, so we put ft equal to 1, then we get this is equal to integration 0 to infinite e to the power minus st ft. Now it is clear that the integration of e to the power minus st is e to the power minus st divided by minus s. Here we are using the formula of function of functions, and the limit is vary from 0 to infinite. So the integral is divergent whenever s is less than equal to 0. However, whenever s is greater than 0, converges to, so we put the limit. So the terms we get minus 1 upon s 0 minus e to the power 0. So remember that e0 minus e to the power 0 means minus 1 upon s into minus 1, which equal to 1 upon s. So Laplace, if ft is equal to 1, then fs is equal to 1 by s. Okay. Now we can use directly this result. Now look at here, Laplace ft is equal to e to the power at, then fs is equal to 1 upon s minus a, where s is greater than a. So what is the Laplace of ft? So again we are going to use our formula. The function ft is equal to e to the power at, and we have to show that then this fs is equal to 1 upon s minus a. Laplace of ft is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st e to the power at dt, e to the power at in place of ft. So by the using the property of e function, this is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power a minus s t dt. So if you integrate e to the power a minus s t, then we get e to the power a minus s t upon a minus s, where limit is vary from 0 to infinity. So clear that the integral is divergent when s is less than equal to a, but when s is greater than a, it converges to 1 upon a minus s 0 minus e to power 0, which is equal to 1 upon s minus a. So here we get ft is equal to e to power at is equal to 1 upon s minus a. So after applying Laplace transform on elementary functions, then we obtained some results. Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 by s, as we already discussed. Laplace transform of t की power n is equal to n factorial upon s की power n plus 1. Laplace transform of t की power n is equal to gamma of n plus 1 upon s की power n. We can use the formula depend on the value of n. Laplace of e की power at is equal to 1 upon s minus a, already discussed here. Laplace of sin at is equal to a upon s square plus a square. Laplace of cos at is equal to s upon s square plus a square. Laplace of sine hyperbolic at is equal to a upon s square minus a square. Laplace of cos hyperbolic at is equal to s upon s square minus a square. Okay. Now we are going to use Laplace transform to find solution of differential equation. So before starting to solve the solution of initial value problem, we should know the Laplace transform of derivative. So remember here, the Laplace transform of ft is equal to s Laplace of ft minus f0. This is formula, and if you applying multiple times this formula, then you will get Laplace of f double dash t is equal to s square Laplace of ft minus s f0 minus f dash 0. Laplace of f triple dash t is equal to x cube Laplace of ft minus s square f0 minus s f dash 0 minus f double dash 0, and so on. So this is extremely useful except of the Laplace transform, that it change differentiation with respect to t into multiplication by s. So for solving initial value problem by using the method of Laplace transform, there are only three basic steps. Take the Laplace transform of both sides of an equation. Okay. Then simplify algebraically the result to solve for Laplace function in term of x. And the third, find the inverse Laplace transform. Okay, this inverse transform is the solution of given differential equation. The nice thing is here that this is same three-step procedure work whether the differential equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. So look at here, the given differential equation y double dash minus 6y plus 5y equal to 0. Now we are taking in step first transform of both side, then Laplace of y double dash minus 6y dash plus 5y is equal to Laplace of 0. So applying the formula of derivative, this term is equal to s square Laplace of y minus sy0 minus y dash 0 minus 6s Laplace of y minus y0 plus 5 Laplace of y. So remember that Laplace y can also write that y bar. Okay. Now simplify to find ys is equal to ly. What it mean? We just simplify the function. So look here, s square Laplace of y minus s Laplace of y s minus minus 3, putting these initial conditions, boundary condition, y naught is equal to 1, y dash 0 is equal to minus 3 here. So here y naught in place of y naught we put 1, in place of y dash naught we put minus 3. So this is equal to s square minus 6x plus 5 Laplace of y, and the remaining term after the simplifying become minus s plus 9 equal to 0. So this is equal to s square minus 6x plus 5 Laplace y equal to s minus 9, or after simplifying this term become L Laplace of y is equal to s minus 9 upon s square minus 6s plus 5. Okay, now first and second step is completed. So find the inverse Laplace transform. Use the partial fraction to simplify. Laplace of y is equal to s minus 9 upon s square minus 6y plus 5. This is equal to a upon s minus 1 plus b upon s minus 5. Okay, so taking the applying the partial fraction properties, you get this term s minus 9 upon s square minus 6x plus 5 is equal to 2 upon s minus 1 minus 1 upon s minus 5. So here the partial property, we compare both sides by the coefficient of constant, the coefficient of s, the coefficient of s square. Okay, so the last expression corresponding to the Laplace transform is 2 upon s minus 1. Now we can apply the formula of Laplace transform of 2 upon s minus 1, which is equal to 2 e to the power t minus 1 upon s minus 5, which is equal to e to the power 5t. So this term is equal to yt is equal to 2 et minus e to the power 5t. Now look at here. The next problem is y double dash minus 2y dash plus 2y is equal to cos t, and the boundary condition is given y naught is equal to 1, y dash naught is equal to 0. So applying the process, same process, taking Laplace transform both side and applying the formula of derivative. So this transform become s square Laplace of y minus s y0 minus y dash 0 minus 2s Laplace of y minus y0 plus 2 Laplace of y is equal to Laplace of cos t. So now we simplify to find ys equal to ly. So taking common terms in s square Laplace of y. Before that, we putting the boundary condition here. Y naught is equal to 1, y dash 0 is equal to 0. So look here, this term s y0 become s, this term y dash 0 becomes 0. So after the boundary condition, the equation will be s square Laplace y minus s minus 0 minus 2s Laplace y minus 1 plus 2 Laplace y is equal to s upon s square plus 1. So taking common terms, this term is equal to s square minus 2s plus 2 Laplace y minus s plus 2 is equal to s upon s square plus 1. Okay, the after taking common term, this is equal to s square minus 2s plus 2 Laplace y is equal to, and we transfer all other term in right hand side, taking LCM, then we get s minus 2s square plus 1 plus s upon s square plus 1. So in the form of Ly, this term is equal to, after simplifying, s cube minus 2s square plus 2s minus 2 upon s square plus 1, s square minus 2s plus 2. Now to find the inverse Laplace transform, taking the partial fraction of this term, you get Laplace of y is equal to 1 by 5 s minus 2 upon s square plus 1 plus 4s minus 6 upon s square minus 2s plus 2. So here we are using the partial fraction. So after simplifying, the terms become yt is equal to 1 upon 5 cos t minus 2 sin t plus 4 et cos t minus 2 e की power t sin t, which is the required result. Okay, so if you want to ask any query, then you can ask me in my next LMS lecture. Thank you for watching video.